Hey guys, this is part 2 of my Insurrection War series. If you haven't seen part 1 and want to follow me on my journey to fill you in on the backstory to Halo prior to Halo Infinite launching, then go ahead and watch that video by clicking the link above. If you like this type of content, then please hit that like button as it really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. This is the story of the Insurrection War and the evolution of the Orion project. As the civil wars began to intensify in the outer and inner colonies, the CMA found it difficult to hold on to their assets between the colonial rebellions and usurping by the UNSC. Using data supplied by ONI, along with subtle background manipulation by the embassy, the CMA secretly relaunched Orion in response to insurgent attacks in the colonies. The project began on January 29, 2491, with 65 test subjects. After completing their training, an additional 100 volunteers were accepted into the program. The first Orion deployment occurred on January 12, 2496, as a part of Operation Charlemagne. During this operation, the full unit of Orion soldiers was deployed to recover the suborbital transit station over Eridanus II. The United Nations Space Command deployed a large battle group of the UNSC Navy to Eridanus II. The battle group engaged the insurgent forces over the planet, an attack which succeeded at the cost of 4 destroyers. A number of subsequent counter-operations against the rebel forces began to break Watts' hold on the planet and splintered allied secessionist factions by eliminating their leadership. Meanwhile, during this operation, the full unit of Orion soldiers were inserted into battle without being seen. The super soldiers engaged the insurrectionists in a swift and silent attack that resulted in a decisive victory for the UNSC, with only 1 casualty among the Orion operatives and several crippling losses for the rebels. The Orion Project operatives saw the destruction of an insurgent military base on Eridanus II. The super soldiers were promptly extracted from Eridanus II, again without being spotted. The operation extended to 2497. As a result of Operation Charlemagne, the unified Earth government succeeded in regaining control of Eridanus II. However, Watts and many of his insurrectionist forces were successful in escaping to the Eridanus system's asteroid belt, where they escaped capture and continued to operate against the UNSC. Watts subsequently took control of the insurgent factions that lost their leadership during Operation Charlemagne, unifying them under a single banner as the United Rebel Front. Watts and the URF would later regain enough strength to strike at Eridanus II and the planet's government again in 2513, leading to Operation Trebuchet. Fighting broke out through the Eridanus system as rebels supporting the system's breakaway from the unified Earth government built a small navy of civilian craft and attempted to take over the system. However, the United Nations Space Command anticipated the attack and responded harshly, sending a fleet of carriers, cruisers, and destroyers to the system to combat the rebel fleet. The resulting battle pitted the UNSC against at least 100 smaller rebel craft. The UNSC forces defeated the rebel counterparts in space with little difficulty. Meanwhile, a ground campaign was fought on Eridanus II, as units from the 9th Marine Expeditionary Force were sent to the planet in force, hoping to capture leaders of the secessionist movement and pacify the population. Ultimately, the United Rebel Front was unable to establish a single stronghold on the planet, and the UNSC managed to decimate most of their forces. Watts ordered for all URF forces to retreat from the planet, and the remaining rebel ships left Eridanus II and were pursued by the UNSC Navy until they fled into slipstream space.
Tell me about the children.
Anyways guys, that's all I have for this episode. Stay tuned for my next episode in the series because we will be getting into the abrupt end of Operation Trebuchet, the Spartan 2 program, and the first contact incident with an unknown species on planet Harvest. that rocketed humanity into war to end all wars. If you guys like this content, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing to become part of the TMUR family. If you have a clan that you are struggling to find members for, or you're looking to join TMUR clan, join our Discord by clicking the link in the description below. We have a recruitment channel for you to find players to join your cause. We also do weekly game nights and have a unique server ranking system. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. This is Bamla53, signing out.
We'll be right back.